What time is it?
It's Story Time with Calista time!
Yay!
And I'm going to be reading Dad and the baby a book.
Hey, big baby.
Hello, I'm naked.
And thanks for pointing that out.
I mean, you can clearly see that.
Okay.
In case your eyes are...
All right, what are you reading?
We're reading The Best Nest. It's my third favorite book.
It's a good book.
Yeah. So, I'm going to just tell you what it's about. I'm not going to
No,
tell
let's
you
read it.
the story, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about a week today. Well, there is a bird who doesn't like his nest. So he wants to find a new nest. But his girlfriend or wife likes her home, and she doesn't want to change her home. So yeah, we're going to see what it's all about.
All right.
Okay, The Best Nest by P.D. Eastman. Eastman. Well, this is by Dr. Seuss, but then before this book, he passed away.
Okay.
Just so you know. But that's what my brother told me only. But it was, yeah. The Best Nest. Can you please turn your light on the camera? Okay.
That better?
Yes. Mr. Bird was happy. Oh, the other way around. The bird was happy. The Mr. Bird was happy, but Mrs. Bird wasn't so happy.
That sounds better.
Yeah.
What's that
Mr.
supposed to
Bird
mean?
was happy. He was so happy he had to sing this saying. No. Mr. Bird was happy. He was so happy he had to sing. This was Mr. Bird's song. I love my house. I love my nest. In all the world, my nest is the best.
The best. The best.
What do you think? She's silent, okay? That's no problem for me. Less baby speaking. I think she fell asleep. Yeah, she fell asleep with her eyes open. Don't sleep.
Okay, let's read.
Only the baby can sleep. Then Mrs. Bird came out of the house. It's not the best nest, she said. Oh, wait, I didn't show this picture.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I said it in like a yelly voice is because there was this exclamation point. I'm still wearing my exclamations. See? I'm tired of this old place, said Mrs. Bird. I hate it. Let's look for a new place right now. Okay, I'm hot. I can't deal with this.
Okay.
Oh, just checking she's so sleepy.
Okay.
So they left the old place to look for a new one. This place looks nice, said Mr. Bird. Let's move in here. There's someone already moved in. Did they hear that? Okay. But somebody else had already moved in. Is that a raccoon? Sorry guys, you won't be able to see the pictures today because I'm tired. I'm serious.
She's a mess. All right, let's.
I guess I'll show you the pages after the book.
All right, continue reading, honey.
So they looked at another house. This one looks nice, said Mr. Bird. And there's nobody in it. There's a foot in it.
Okay.
It's a shoe. I guess I can tell you what is on there and you can imagine what it is. But if you already read this book, you already know what it is. You're wrong, said Mrs. Bird. This house belongs to a foot. Oh, right. When you saw that cut, because Mom only has 20 minutes in her recording, and she had to cut it, and then blah, blah, blah. It's probably going to be 20 of those.
You weren't supposed to say that.
Well, they probably was wondering. So they went on looking. I like this one, said Mr. Bird. It has a pretty red flag on the roof. Seriously, it's a mailbox. Why doesn't birds understand what it is? I mean the birds.
Because they are birds, not humans.
I've always wanted a house with a flag, said Mrs. Bird. Maybe this place will be all right. No, it ain't. There's milk going in it. But it was not all right. I guess I made a mistake, said Mr. Bird. You make too many mistakes, said Mrs. Bird. I'm going to pick the next house. And here it is. Right here. They flew in. They looked around. Isn't it too big, said Mr. Bird. I like this big place, said Mrs. Bird. This is the place to build our new nest. Oh, the baby woke up. Yay. Come here. You're staying with her. Yay. They went right to work. They needed many things to build their nest. Stop distracting me, baby. Maybe first they got some hay. Next, they got some soda straws and burn straws. What are you doing? Are you eating your nails?
Trying to read the book. Go.
They got some sweater string.
Got some what?
Sweater string.
Oh, okay.
They got some stocking string. And mattress stuff. Yeah, come here. You're going with baby abuse. Okay, come here. You're staying there. There. Nobody can see you. They got some horsehair.
Horsehair.
They got some man hair.
Man hair.
That's what happened to your hair.
Yeah.
That's why I'm an island boy. Birds took my hair.
No, that ain't you. You don't have very gray hair.
Not yet.
Your beard ain't gray.
Some of it.
Not most of it. Soon they had all the hay, all the straw, all the string, all the stuffing, all the horsehair, and all the man hair. They could carry they could carry. And took it all back to build their nest. Ooh, we only have like a lot more pages left. Mr. and Mrs. Bird worked very hard. It took them the rest of the morning. To finish this is really the best, said Mrs. Bird. I want to stay here forever.
It's working.
I'm tired. Mr. Bird was very happy too. He flew to the top of his house. He sung his song again. I love our house. I love her nest. In all the world, our nest is the best. Oh, I read this book so many times. I looked at the camera and I read what it actually said.
Mm-hmm.
He was so happy. Oh, wait. He was so busy singing, he didn't even see Mr. Parker coming.
Mr. Parker.
Mr. Parker.
Uh-oh.
Every day, at 12 o'clock, Mr. Parker came to the church. Told you it was church. Mr. Parker came to pull a rope. The rope went up to the bird's new nest. I think the church shook. Then they got scared and they were finding.
Read it, let's see.
Okay. The rope rang the bell, the big bell, right under Mrs. Bird's nest. Bong, bong, bong. Bing, bong, bing, bong. Even though it's like bong, 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 but bing, bong, bong.
Sounds better, right?
Yeah. You sure I said bing, bong, bong.
All right, what happened?
Mrs. Bird got out of there so fast as she could fly. Bong, 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 bong.
It was
bong,
loud.
Bong, bong. When Mr. Bird came in, all he could see was a mess. A total mess. Of hay, string, and stuffing, and horsehair, and manhair, and straws. Where was Mrs. Bird? Ran away.
Mm-hmm.
She. I will look for her until I find her, said Mr. Bird. He looked high, he looked low, he looked everywhere for Mrs. Bird. He looked down into a chimney, but Mrs. Bird wasn't there. I mean, I don't think she would be there.
Fried chicken.
Fried bird. Not fried chicken, fried bird.
Okay.
He looked down, he looked into a water barrel, but Mrs. Bird wasn't. When he saw a big fat cat, there was a big fat smile on the fat cat's face. There were some pretty brown feathers near the fat cat's mouth. The thick cat's.
Oh, he thinks the cat ate her.
Mr. Bird began to cry. Oh dear, he cried. This big fat cat has eaten Mr. Bird. Mr. Bird flew off. I'll never see Mrs. Bird again, he cried. It was getting dark. It began to rain. It rained harder and harder. Mr. Bird could not see where he was into something. It probably was Mrs. Bird. His new home. It was his old house. That old house, said Mr. Bird. Said that Mrs. Bird here. I'll go inside and Mr. Bird, said Mr. Bird, I'll rest here until the rain stops. I think he'll find something he didn't expect. Oh, and we're almost done. Mr. Bird went in, and there was Mrs. Bird sitting there singing, I love my house, I love my nest. In other words, this nest is the best.
Good job, Chelsea.
I know how to read. She practiced. You hear. You here, gasped Mr. Bird. I thought you hated this old nest. Mrs. Bird smiled. I used to hate it, she said, but a mother bird can change her mind, you see. There's no nest like an old nest for a brand new bird. Oh, she had a baby. I bet me and that baby gonna be friends. When the egg popped open, the new bird thought so too. What are you gonna say about that? Me and that bird gonna be friends.
That's the end?
Yeah.
Oh.
Keep it, baby.
Okay.
Don't eat it. Hold it. Hold the book. Don't eat it.
All right, everybody. That was Story Time with
Hope you
Calista.
have a nice day.
We appreciate y'all coming by. Leave a comment if you liked it. Leave a comment if you didn't like it. Hit the thumbs up.
Thumbs up if you liked it. Well, okay. You can do all of that if you want to. You can subscribe if you want to. You can like the video if you want to. You can turn on the notification bell if you want to. You can do anything you want if you want to.
All right.
Leave a comment if you want to. So,
Yeah, what she said.
We'll see y'all on the next one.